Sometimes love is not the problem. It's timing, it's life, it's distance, but sometimes it's betrayal. This is the story of how I took the woman I loved abroad, only for her to leave me and marry another man. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our emotional and life-changing stories. Now let's begin. My name is David, and before I left Nigeria, I had one dream: to make it out, to build a better life. But what made the dream real was Amara. She was not just my girlfriend, she was my peace. When I had nothing, she was there. When I lost my first job, she cooked for me and prayed for me. When I could not pay rent, she sold her phone to help me. We made promises that no matter where life took us, we would end up together. So when I finally got my Canadian visa, the first call I made was not to my parents, it was to her. "Baby," I said, almost crying, "it happened. I got the visa." "Are you serious?" she screamed. "Oh my God, David, I told you God will do it." I promised her that day, "Once I'm settled, I'll bring you over, I swear." And she believed me. Canada was nothing like I imagined. The cold was not just weather, it was a feeling. It was waking up at 5 a.m. to shovel snow, then rushing to work in a frozen warehouse, and returning to a room so quiet it's hot. But through all that, Amara kept me going. We talked every night. She would say, "Baby, I'm proud of you, just hold on." And I would reply, "For you, I will do anything." I worked multiple jobs, cleaning offices, moving boxes, and saved every dollar I could. Every month, I sent her money to help her finish school. It was not easy, but her voice, her smile through the screen, they gave me strength. 2 years later, I did it. I made enough to bring her over. She came on a study visa, a program I helped her apply for and even paid part of the tuition for. The day she arrived in Toronto, I ran to her at the airport. The moment I saw her, I froze. She looked even more beautiful than I remembered. We hugged for so long that people around us smiled. We had made it. We took pictures, laughed, kissed, and talked all night. For the first time in years, I felt like the world made sense again. We moved into my small basement apartment in Toronto, Ontario. It was not fancy. One room, a tiny kitchen, and a noisy heater. But she said, "This is perfect. We will build from here." For months, everything was perfect. We cooked together, watched Nigerian movies, danced in the kitchen, and planned our wedding. She got a part-time job at the restaurant, and I kept working full-time, saving for a ring. I was ready to marry her. Then it started. Slowly, quietly. At first, she would come home tired and say, "I just need space, David. Canada is stressful." Understood. I gave her space. Then she started dressing differently, talking differently, hanging out with friends from work. One night, she came home smelling of perfume, not hers. "Who were you with?" I asked, gently. "Just colleagues," she said, avoiding my eyes. Then she added, "You need to stop being so insecure." That cut deep, but I let it go. I thought she just needed to adjust. Maybe I was overthinking. Until I met him. Michael, her co-worker, a white Canadian guy. At first, she mentioned him casually. "He's nice, David. He helps me at work." Then too often, his name started showing up in every conversation. Michael told me about a new cafe. Michael this, Michael that. One day I came home early. She was on a video call, laughing. When she saw me, she quickly turned her phone over. "Who was that?" I asked. "Just Michael," she said, smiling nervously. That night, She slept facing the wall. And that's when I knew something was changing. I tried to fight for her. I cooked her favorite meals. I surprised her with gifts. I planned small trips. But she had already left me emotionally. One night, she came home and sat me down. I could tell from her face that something was wrong. "David," she began softly, "I can't do this anymore." My heart sank. "Do what?" I whispered. "Us. This relationship. I am not happy." I felt the room spin. "After everything I've done for you? I brought you here, Amara. I worked for this. For us." She looked down, tears in her eyes, and said, "You're a good man, David, but I've changed." Then came the words that broke me. "I am seeing Michael." For a moment, I could not breathe. "What did you say?" "I did not mean for it to happen," she said, quietly. "He understands me. He makes me happy." I stood there, shaking. "After all the promises, Amara, after everything I sacrificed?" She whispered again, "I am sorry." Then she packed her bags. For weeks, I did not eat, did not sleep, did not speak. The apartment felt like a graveyard. Cold, empty, silent. Every night, I would stare at the door, hoping she would return. She never did. Then one day, I saw it on Facebook. Her wedding picture. Amara in a white dress beside Michael, married. I dropped my phone, and for the first time in years, I broke down. Not because I lost her, but because I realized I had given everything to someone who was never mine to keep.